With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Taking a look at the 76ers. And it's the Sixers to start out.
You build your whole, not just your whole, you build your whole system around Tyreek Hill. You build your whole passing game around Randy Moss. And this is what we're talking about. That Miami offense, the whole system is built around Tyreek Hill. Whether I'm running on jet sweeps and messing with your eye game as I'm throwing the ball to somebody over here, or if I'm sitting him up in the seam, or I'm sitting him in the middle of the field. That stuff Randy Moss cannot do. And even if he can do it, he cannot do it at that level. We can stop that right now. Everybody wants the best. I want height. I want speed. Randy Moss got height. Randy Moss got speed. But this here dude got some running back in him. Got some middle of the field stuff. And he can do some things outside that you can't stop. He is the outside receiver and the inside receiver. And you got a combination because them both at a high level. Yes, I understand what Westbrook is saying. I didn't throw Tyreek Hill hitches or little balls with little chest strings, and he can take it over and go with. Randy Moss can do that too. So Randy Moss ain't getting in that backfield and run football from that backfield like that. And Randy Moss didn't put in this kind of a system. So they were going the ball not like this. I do understand. Saying better is one thing. Who better is presence to your offense. For New England's offense, Randy Moss was better because they had Wes Welker. But for Miami, who they built everything in Miami around Tyreek Hill. I understand what Wes Welker is saying, and I concur with his conclusion. Whoa. That's a mouthful. You're rebuttal?
No, there's no rebuttal. Very difficult conversation for me to ask why. Some spunk to your team. Because I look at them as Michael in this game prefers, what you prefer within your system. Randy Moss in New England, they had a Wes Welker, so Randy didn't have to go inside on certain downs and distance and do some of those things. But what I can tell you from watching both of them, having grown up with Randy Moss, okay, it's a different freak of nature than Tyreek Hill. Yes, I played all of them. I played the Y, the X, the Z, the zebra. I did it all. They moved me around because I could do it. I was a mismatch. The safety, a linebacker, the third corner, put me outside on the numbers, the bang eight. I copy after Michael Irvin on the outside edge of the numbers, hit that foot, bam, cross his face, ball in rhythm timing. Right. Randy Moss can do that.
Give your size versus Randy's size. How did you compare?
He's a slightly taller, but about the same frame as me. Randy's really tall. Randy's about 6'5", you know, and long.
But you really don't have your mentality.
At the time, we both went about
Right. Randy doesn't have your mentality to go in the middle like that. Like when me and you got in that argument, the first thing you went to was, going in there. And I said, yeah, you're right. I'm not going in there. I'm going in there. I know Randy ain't doing it. But I also, I told you that. And I told you that. And you know Randy ain't going to. So I know if I told you, I'll go. But that's not the conversation. I'm not going to let you tell me that Randy going to run up and down like Tyreek can run it up.
Conversation. You didn't ask me, is Tyreek going in the middle of the field in danger territory? That's not what you asked me. And I'm going to get there.
Okay, go ahead.
You got to let me get there, right? Tyreek has the ability, as much like a Deebo Samuel, to be physical with his stature and his body and his strength. He's not going to turn certain things down. Randy Moss made business decisions but I can clearly tell you that so can you. When you watch the All-22 and the defensive backs are out of the screen,
Garvey, bro.
Scared to the living, you know what's at Randy Moss. They're out of the screen.
Garvey.
They ain't gonna be no that team. They was
I had 8 first.
Beyond.
Because he ran 4.2.
Because he ran whatever. And
That's nice. You're right. You're right. This is the first quarter, nigga. All I hear is your mouth, nigga.
They paid him. It was not one-on-one every time you looked up. When you look at the situation with Randy Moss on the vertical stretch game, he was being doubled a lot of the time. So they was trying to take certain things away from Randy Moss. And for me, and what I like for my money is I don't mind having a dude 6'5", 200+ pounds that runs 4.2. I like that guy. I like that guy. It's not that I dislike the cheetah. I love the cheetah. Cheetah ridiculous. I wish I could have had a dude opposite of me in my career at some point like that, because I would have been able to do even more. But if you put him up on the board, more people are going to select Randy Moss than the cheetah because of size and preference.
And I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That's just the reality of it.
Right. It's right. Unless, and this is the other side of that too. Also, I would have loved to have seen Randy Moss with the Mighty game. We ain't talking about that. Yeah, that was Josh. That was Josh in the game. That was the wrong game.
And he still,
I would love that. Yeah, he did set records and they went undefeated. I know, but
Randy,
but that offense in Miami, he has designed.
A lot of people don't like this. I tell people all the time, just about certain guys' career skip is that now is what we see. We forgot that before. Okay, what I mean by that is Randy Moss 10 years so, but if you put in that tape, and you look at it, you're going to have a different opinion on what's what. That's just it.
We have been preaching to Mike Wire ahead of that draft. I was in Chicago at the Tribune, and I wrote. The Bears have to take Randy Moss. And then I wrote that if the Bears don't take him up high, then they took Curtis Enos. Go look him up.
God, the Bears didn't take him. Lord
have mercy. He didn't show. He was at the hotel, and when they went to meeting Dave Wannstedt and the staff, he just stiffed them because he didn't want to go to Chicago. And then he wanted badly to go to Dallas. And listen, that's Thanksgiving Day. He lit them up like no one's ever lit them up on Thanksgiving Day just to get even with Jerry for not taking it. All right, so I get everything you're saying, but I am with with Michael on this only because I'm to the point where I know Randy Moss, but I've never seen anything like this, what this guy is doing in Miami right now.
I understand.
And Keyshawn, you were sort of predisposed not to like little football players because you don't like Bryce Young. And Tyreek's a small man, but he's stout. Okay.
He said it's not easy being a leader. I'm not an
what is Wes Lucker going to say? He's going to defend this guy right now. You can should. But all the routes, all the running back plays, all the screens, all the reverses, he is more explosively versatile than Randy was. There's never, and Wes said it, there's never been a deep threat like Randy Moss. You said it. You can't even find him on the all-22 because they're backing up. Because he runs past everybody who ever tried to stop him. That is correct. Put his hand up. It seemed like every other play, and it was over. But I have never, ever seen a football player, including the great Bob Hayes, who was an Olympic sprinter who changed life for the Dallas Cowboys and changed the way defenses played. They had to invent their own defense to stop Bob Hayes. I have never seen anything like Tyreek Hill with the football underneath his arm. Because the Buffalo playoff game, we keep showing that one play where there's like 6 DBs and he just runs through all 6 of them like they're standing.
But see, I see him all. I see him all. I've seen him catch digs wide open and turn the corner and it was over. I've seen him run deep crosses, stop in the middle of the field on a deep crosser because it was covered 2. He just pulls up in the middle of the field. They throw it to him, he turn around and he houses it. Again, it's almost like, and I'll go this for people, for you, Skip, to get you back in this. It's almost like watching Michael Jordan. We don't see enough of it. But when they played the last dance during the COVID, everybody changed their minds then. Everybody like, well, that dude was bad. Because that's what happens. Out of sight, out of mind. When you look at that dude, 84, that dude was ridiculous, man. He's a bad dude.
I watched 3 grabs, 170 yards in a game. I said, oh my God. He was taking hitches and going the distance. And that's why I say he was fit in this offense because he did this time's offense because they do a lot of that. But
three different type of offense.
Right. But the whole team is built around people. I mean, built around Tyreek Hill. And I'm not just talking about on the football field. I'm talking like Tyreek is different. Tyreek is giving he builds up their confidence. Like Tua was not Tua. You see now, but Mike Tua's not Tua. You see now,
but Michael, now we're talking about something different.
But let me help you. Because now, he came out, he spoke on it. He said, my quarterback, if you guys everybody killed. But he lifted this kid up. This kid, I heard them during the game the other night. The announcers, they were talking about that. They said, wow, seeing what you said, I never said with any quarterback or anybody in the NFL has grown this much in their person than Tua has. Since Tyreek Hill has got here. That's what I'm talking about. Great athletes I love. Great athletes that know how to lift other players up. That's something else because let me tell you what, great athletes have done things themselves. They never knew how or never needed to lift everybody else up. They just go away by themselves. But Tyreek Hill has been doing it special. That's the different thing. I'm just telling you, I had to talk to him.
But when you add that, Michael, did you know the guy on the Minnesota team is Chris Carter? And the guy on the New England team is Tom Brady. So Lawson never had to do that for a team at all. He just, that's not who he is with his DNA.
Okay, but then I still give credit to Tyreek.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking credit.
I'm saying most never had to do it. I can't just say most can do it because they never had to do it. Yeah, is there a difference between what we say? I know Tyreek Hill.
I would think that Mr. Basketball West Virginia,
bad boy.
Bad dude.
But he's a bad boy, period. And I know people talking, well, we saying, both of these are bad boys. But we're just trying to verify and break down what Wes Walker said.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims. Dude,
I have a huge problem with it, Steph. I have a huge problem with it because this is what's wrong with college sports, and this is why I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I think it's BS because
FSU head coach Mike Norvell released a statement yesterday that reads in part, quote, I'm disgusted and infuriated with the committee's decision today to have what was earned on the field taken away because a small group of people decided they knew better than the results of the game.
There was a wild finish at Lambeau last night featuring 3 controversial calls in the Chiefs' final drive with the chance to send it to overtime with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. But Green Bay won 27-19 as Jordan Love outplayed Mahomes. Went on 3 touchdown passes without an interception. The Mahomes 1 touchdown and 1 fourth-quarter interception. Here come the Packers. There go the Chiefs. But Richard, did the Chiefs get robbed?
I mean, the same thing that can make you laugh, it can make you cry. I don't think they got robbed. I think at the end of the day, they didn't play well enough to win the ball game. Their players will tell you that. Their coaches will tell you that. I mean, that's the truth of the ball game. Sure, there was a few calls at the end. The pass interference was probably pass interference. The unnecessary roughness wasn't unnecessary roughness. So, I mean, but the refs have been terrible all season. So, yeah, that's the expectation now. I mean, it's like the 3 blind mice throwing darts against the board sometimes when they're out there. You're not going to get consistency. You're not going to get... that's an obvious bad call, but they're probably thinking, well, we just saw Valdez can't really drop the ball last week. He probably wasn't shifting it anyway. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the Chiefs, they didn't play well enough to win this ball game offensively. Their defense, that has been the strength of their team this year, didn't play well enough to get this win. So, I mean, they didn't get robbed.
I understand certain ways they didn't get robbed now, but we can't have the refs making decisions on one end, nor can we have those dudes that wear suits in a room making decisions on the other end. We want the players on the field to make the decisions on the field about who's winning the game and who's moving forward and get a chance to play in those championships. So I say, you know what, as for receiver, and yes, it is, I'll call it pass interference, but it didn't work, it lost, or it dropped. I don't know what Kansas City Chiefs are right now. You don't know. So we want to assume, oh, you get a pass interference like that, you win the game. You're attaching that to what we've seen years and years and years with the Chiefs. You're not attaching it to what you see right now with the Chiefs. So I'm not going so far and take all of the credit away from Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers by saying that one play that the ref right there, they would have all that hard work they did is out the window. No. And now we're realizing the real facts of the reality. You know, just like I want Scanlon to get that opportunity, I have to be, because I'm a wide receiver. You just keep getting rid of us, guys like this, guys with real talent, and think you will keep getting anybody in, and you're going to stay on the top of the mountain. That's all. I'm just saying, I'm sad to see the Chiefs look like they look, because I saw what they look like before. I like having greatness. I like having dominance. Something to say, wow, that's different. I like having that. So I don't feel they got jobs at all. There's no telling what they could have done if they had gotten that PI.
Okay, Michael, before we break down each of these controversial calls, to your bigger picture point.
Yeah, you're right, they could. Skipping no steps either. Thanks, Alec. Goes up on the baseline, and it's Maxey missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Giddy. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he has superb vision in the open floor, B.A. Reads the angles and sees how plays develop with ease. His teammates have to be ready for a pass from Giddey at all times.
Now, Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on it.
Here's Embiid. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Tries again. No good on the layup. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Giddey. There's the drive. Philadelphia grabs the miss. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Thunder with a lead. Williams from long range. The Thunder with another miss. Outside Maxey. Pass to Harris. Inside. Outside Maxey. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Holmgren. Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
And then can you argue the next one was a makeup call? I don't know. I just thought this was a gas job by whichever back judge or downfield judge. Look, if Mahomes hits this one, it's just outrageous pass interference.
Sure, this is your job. This is what you do. They always say there's always a DB looking back, and it's like he has it, like he was good ball too. You see what you know what I mean? So that's why it takes me back to 94 all the time. I'm gonna tell you something about the play of the day. In 94 play with Deion Sanders, I say to myself, Michael, that's on. I should have gone up at that ball. Turn myself to get the ball further. And I thought he would be clear to pass up here. I thought here. By the way, Deion got away with on guard. Yeah, right, on guard.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game.
I had turned and caught right here.
Dort outside.
Not totally confident in yourself. I felt the same thing.
Here's the three. Hits the trifecta. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Out to Oubre. Beverly on the wing. Batum sets a screen. To the middle. Stop the drought. And it's good on the layup. Batum's got his first points of the game.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And it's Maxey missing. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Thunder. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Here's Holmgren. Sinks that one from the post. Holmgren's got 10 points. The Sixers trailing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Beverly into the lane. Goes back up. And the layup is good. He has 6.
Just love to keep a sidetrack here of how many times these hustle and heart plays go Patrick Beverly's way.
Pass to Williams. And there is the whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 second left. And Williams punches it home.
Capable of running the offense, and now a new one for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder out in front. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Brady made at the end of the Philadelphia Super Bowl when they lost, 40-33. And he threw a Hail Mary to Gronk in the end zone, and they're all over. They're just pushing and shoving.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish.
Okay, so in the end, was Kansas City technically wrong?
Here's Beverly.
You can make a case because they would have a first and goal at the 5-yard line, but down to Richard's point.
Martin outside.
A, get it in the end zone, and A, get it in the end zone again on the 2
going inside. And he converts the layup.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. 2-point game. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Beverly. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And the foul on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range. Down low. Here's Batum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And Batum sees the fast break and begins to get out there, making him the right option to finish it as he's ahead of the pack.
From deep. Batum pulls it in. Now the 76ers with it. Trailing by 2. To the paint. Here's Covington.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And the 76ers call time here. And the 76ers with some changes. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And the big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
To the inside. Harris. And Harris throws it down.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Pass to Holmgren. From deep, Giddey. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Oubre. And he goes in for the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, VA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Maxey.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
At the line for the 76ers, Maxey.
That free throw's good from Maxey.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Misses from short range. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. Pass to Williams. Giddey with it to stop the run. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Maxey. Here's Melton. Good work defensively by Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Now Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. Fires in the triple.
Lugans. Dort. Give it to him.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter. And Maxey, here we go.
Good defense. Holmgren with that length. Boy, I think he could guard 1 through 5.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Outside Giddey. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Inside. Back to Maxey. This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Dort for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And there's a moxie to Embiid. I mean, he calls a lot of attention to himself and ruffles some feathers, but he backs it up.
I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed